What's good, guys? Welcome back to another footy tipping video. Hope you guys enjoyed my matchday vlog number 2 between Richmond and Port Adelaide. That's my second one, as I'm going to make a big one this Easter Sunday, as I'll be going to both Melbourne games on that day. The Dogs and Eagles and Marvel, and then Richmond and Sydney at the MCG. Let's see how my tip's going to go, and let's not waste any more time, and let's get stuck into it. Okay, the first game is between Brisbane and Collingwood, the grand final rematch at the Gabba. For the first time in the history, the grand finalists last year has made unwanted piece of history. They've lost their opening 2 games, so this is not a good start to the season. Collingwood, obviously, the reigning premier, started 0-3 last year. Geelong were 0-3 as well. So the Pies and Cats both struggled their premiership defence back-to-back years. Anyways, but that's the Gabba, but I don't know who to tip. Brisbane and Collingwood, either one of them will have to win. If Collingwood loses another one, they're going to be 0-4. But given those at the Gabba, I am not going to risk tipping Collingwood. So I'm going to say Brisbane to get it done by 25 points. The next game is between North Melbourne and Carlton in the Good Friday matchup at Marvel Stadium. Like last year, the rematch in the Good Friday. Obviously, North Melbourne, even though they're a shit team, like near the bottom of the ladder, they're 16th currently and winless. Carlton are undefeated with impressive wins over Brisbane and Richmond. I think Carlton, I'm going to back in the Blues to win a really big margin. I'm going to say Carlton to get it done by 39 points. So the next game, we go west to Perth for this Friday night doubleheader clash between Fremantle and Adelaide at Optus Stadium. Obviously, Fremantle play at Optus Stadium really well. They started the season 2-0. Which is good for them. Like 0-2 after losing to Gold Coast and Geelong. But obviously, I know home teams get the advantage because lots of supporters will support them. Obviously, it's Perth, Fremantle, no there, obviously. So I'm going to tip the Dockers to get it done. I'm going to say Fremantle by 27 points. The next game is between Essendon and St Kilda at Marvel Stadium. Obviously, the Saints came off last week with an impressive win, a rare home game they hosted at the MCG against Collingwood. They recorded an impressive 15-point win. And Essendon looking forward to try and bounce back after their 30-point loss to Sydney at the SCG. But I think the Saints are a really strong side than Essendon. So I'm going to back in the Saints to get it done. St Kilda by, let's say, 16 points. The next game is between Port Adelaide and Melbourne at the Adelaide Oval. Now, this is going to be a blockbuster. 2 good teams, both in the top 4, both won 2 games. But obviously, Port Adelaide didn't play in the opening round, and Melbourne lost in the opening round against Sydney. And it's at the Adelaide Oval as well, so I expect there will be more Power fans than Melbourne fans. But Port Adelaide are really strong, and they should go 3-0. I'm going to back in Port to get it done. Port Adelaide by, let's say, 10 points. On to Sunday afternoon games. Both of them I'm going to. Between the Dogs and the Eagles in the first Sunday game at Marvel Stadium. Obviously, the Dogs came off with a massive win over Gold Coast at Ballarat. And wet toast, I should say, because they're really shit at the moment. West Coast, like last year, last time those two met, West Coast came up with an impressive 7-point win over the same opponent, the Dogs at Marvel Stadium. But I don't think that's going to happen again. So I'm going to tip the Dogs for a big win here. I'm going to say the Dogs to get it done by 61 points. Next match between Richmond and the Sydney Swans at the MCG. The second game I'm going to in the same day and Easter Sunday. last time I took the risk and tipped Richmond over Port Adelaide, but unfortunately that did not even pay off. It was a tight contest until the last quarter where Richmond just ran out of breath and let Port Adelaide ran out to a 30-point win. So, obviously got that one wrong. It's a shit tip by me, so I obviously deserve that. What was I thinking? This time, I am not going to risk tipping the Tigers again against a good side. I'm going to back in the favourites here, the Sydney Swans, to get it done by, let's say, 29 points. Last game, obviously, the Easter Monday clash between Hawthorn and Geelong. Those two annually play each other every Easter Monday each year. Obviously, Hawthorn are winless after a disappointing loss to Melbourne last week and the 24-point loss to Essendon at the MCG. This is the Hawks' third MCG game in a row. But Geelong 2-0 after beating St Kilda and Adelaide. They should go 3 in a row. 3-0 on Easter Monday. I'm going to back in the Cats to get it done. Geelong to get it done by, let's say, 26 points. There you go, guys. This is round 3 tips done for this week. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And stay tuned for the big tipping round as I try to tip the Gather round next week. Gather round is in South Australia. Some of my mates are going to Adelaide. If you guys enjoyed this, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned for more matchday, weekly, and tipping videos and live streams coming out as I live stream all the games I watch on TV. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next weekly vlog number 11, which is coming out somewhere in this week. Thank you for watching.